Mollet here. Welcome to my craft room. Oh, have I got a technique for you tonight? You are gonna love this one. I showed these cards. Well, the technique actually makes 2 cards. So I showed them this week, and y'all asked for me to share how to do it. So tonight I am doing that. Just getting my computer set up here so that I can see all the stuff. We'll see if anybody joins me tonight because it is Saturday night, you know. Well, hello, Alice. Yay, YouTube is working. No echo tonight, Alice? I don't know. I was live in a group doing a team thing this morning and there was an echo, and I did exactly the same thing that I do every single time I go live. I don't know why there was an echo today. Hopefully no echo. Hi, Carol, Kim, and Alice says no echo. Good to go. 2 thumbs up. Well, these cards, oh my goodness. I saw this by Nancy Ferb, F-E-R-B. She shared how to do this technique, and I thought, oh my gosh, that's so dirt easy to do. And you make 2 cards at once because the embossing folder is so big, and 1 sheet of 8.5 by 11 will make 4 cards, and you cut it in half to 5.5 by 8.5, and it makes 2 cards, and that's the size of the embossing folder. So that's what we're doing tonight. I am going to flip you around on this beautiful, lovely, cool, cloudy Saturday. Let me flip you around. So here's the cards we are going to do tonight. I'm just looking to see which way these things fit together. There. So that's how they fit together in the embossing folder. And then you just cut it to size once you get the coloring all done. Now, has anybody done this technique? Well, you won't know what technique it is till I show you how to do it. Who out there has the Sunflower Embossing Folder? I know I've showed you a couple of other techniques with it. This is what the folder looks like. It's huge, and it will do almost an entire sheet, half sheet of cardstock. It just leaves one little area undone down here. Oh, rain. Oh, heavens above. That's awesome. Man, do we need rain around here? Oh, I wish. Okay, so I am going to share how to do this technique, and then we'll create this card. So all I did was add a sentiment. This is the thoughtful wishes. Nope, it's the wonderful thoughts. It has stamps and then dies that cut out the sentiment. And I just stamped that on the inside. Hello, Mary. So that's what both of them. And then I added some of the in color flat pearls. And ta-da, your cards are done. Can't be much easier than that. Okay, first of all, I am going to cover my grid paper with a piece of paper because you get messy. And oh, Kim says she doesn't have it, but she's borrowed it. That helps too. Okay, so first you emboss the paper. And we're going to color it full size, and then we'll cut it and make the card afterwards. So you're going to be blown away by this, because I looked at these cards that Nancy Ferb did, and I thought, oh, good Lord, how did she ever do that? You're going to be blown away when you find out how easy this is. Woohoo! Okay, so I'm going to be using Timid Tiger, Real Red, Mossy Meadow, Pecan Pie. I keep wanting to say soft suede. Hello, Susan. Oh, Susan has it. And Early Espresso. Who else misses soft suede? That was one of my favorite colors. This one is a little bit different, but it's fastly becoming one of my favorites. Wonderful Thoughts. This is still current. There's a whole bunch, and all it is sentiments. And then it's got dies that cut the sentiments out, and it's got this. You can use it for a sentiment if you want. It's got this size, it's got the little size, and then it's got this flower. Okay, guys, I just have to share. I have my window open, and my window faces towards the river, which goes into the ocean, and I can hear barking like seals or sea lions barking. That is weird. Okay, the inside stamp is this one from Textured Notes. I love this stamp set. One of my faves. And then, of course, the bling to finish it off. Okay. People are saying not out loud, but in their inside voices, get on with it, woman. So let's get on with it. I will be using sponge daubers. Now, I don't have dedicated ones. You can have dedicated ones, but I just wash them when I'm done. I just soak them in a bit of lukewarm water and then run them under running water. And although they're stained, they're clean. And then you don't have to have one for every single color. Okay, so we're going to start with Timid Tiger. Are you ready? Are you ready? It can't possibly be sea lions, can it? I'm listening, and it's definitely not Canada geese. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm going to ink up my dauber, and then you just start coloring. And you're thinking, oh my goodness, look at that, how ugly that is. Oh, this is just the first step of many. And you notice that I took it off of here and then I kind of smoothed it out in my lid. Can you see that? Am I in? Got you in camera? So you just go around and color the petals and add more where you need it. And just remember, with this technique, bold is better. A lot of times I tell you when we're doing a technique that less is more, not this one. This one, bold is better. And I'm just going around doing the petals on the sunflowers. And if it gets a little bit of orange on the leaves, you have to let that go. You won't be 100% accurate with this technique. Now, I did read somewhere that somebody said that they took their Stampin' Blends and they colored the embossed paper with their Stampin' Blends, and it took forever. A little bit there. And that's a leaf, and that's a leaf. So we're going to turn this around this way. Hello, Renee. It could be, I know, but I'm so far away from the ocean. I don't remember them going up the river. If I wasn't live, I could get into my car and go to the river and find out. Okay. Let's do this one now. Look at this. Is this not gorgeous? I love this color. It's such a deep, rich orange. This is Timid Tiger, one of our in colors. And it's the perfect color for a fall sunflower. Does anybody out there grow figs besides me? And you can see that I'm putting lots of color on this. I'm not being stingy with the color. Dark is better. Dogs? Nope, it's not dogs. Definitely not dogs. So I joined this Facebook group about growing figs. And little did I know how many different kinds of figs there are. But I now know why my fig tree does not flourish the way it's supposed to. So come fall, I'm going to be digging up my baby fig trees and we're going to be dealing with them. Okay, so I think, oh, there's one more. One more right here. Just a little bit there. Oh, and there's a little bit in this corner. I don't know whether this one is going to end up being in a card, but you never know. So we'll just color that. Okay. Now, so that's timid tiger. Oh, your neighbors grow figs? Oh, I wish. California sea lions will go up a river following a food source. Well, the salmon are running, so they are definitely following the salmon. Okay, this is real red, and we're going to load up our sponge dauber and just go right out of the center of the flowers like this. Just to add color right around the center of them. And then just kind of pull it out a bit so it's not quite so, doesn't have quite so stark a stop point there. I thought there was figs, period. But apparently figs are like apples. There's many, many different kinds, different colors, and different ripening periods. So now I'm going to get some pots, which I don't have. I have to go and get some pots, and I'm going to start growing my figs in pots because they need to be in the sunshine and my figs are not in the sun. Oh, look at this. Look at this. It grows over your patio and you don't like them? Oh my God, pick them. Pick them. And call me, I'll come and get them. I love figs. And funny story, when my mom and dad lived in Abbotsford, which is in the lower mainland, they used to live in Victoria. And then they sold on the island because my sister and I both didn't live on the island anymore. So they moved over to Abbotsford so they didn't have to deal with ferries when they were coming to visit us. And they had two gorgeous fig trees that were very prolific. And I never ate them. I told them, oh, I don't like figs. Oh, I don't want a fig. But now I would love to have those figs because I love them. And grandson James loves them just as much as I do. Cameron, not so much. And my northern grandchildren have never had the opportunity to try one because they're never here. They ripen about the second week of August. Rolanda likes them. Oh, yes, Rolanda has some good taste. Okay, Dog Real Red. So are you getting an idea of how this all works? I have to make an area where I can put my ink pads with the daubers on top, just in case I have to go back and color things again. Okay, next is Mossy Meadow. Mossy Meadow, and we're going to do the leaves. And going to do exactly the same thing. You can see how addictive this can be because you could use any colors and just go hog wild and do so many different things with this. So what other colors do you think would look good with this technique and this embossing folder? You do have to let go of the fact that you're not getting exactly on the embossed image. You will get a whole bunch of overlap. And some people are just not good with that. I'm surprised that I can let my OCD go. And it doesn't look magical until you do the very last step. We're just about done with the leaves here. Darling duckling with timid tiger for the sunflowers. Absolutely, Alice. Hey, hi, Val. Oh, is that tomorrow? Yeah, Powell River's got an all-day power outage happening tomorrow. I can't imagine being without power all day. However, I would use it as a day to sit on and read with my Kobo. Okay, let's see if I got everything done now. Yeah. Okay, so that was Mossy Meadow for the leaves. And then pecan pie or pecan pie. Hello, Shannon. I love this folder too. They hit this out of the park when they created this one. Oh, I haven't seen Connie yet. She wasn't feeling well on Thursday, and I was a bad friend and I haven't followed up with her to see how she's doing. So I'm gonna have to message her, see how she's doing. So pecan pie. Just make sure you make it as dark as the rest of it, because you don't want it to. Ooh, a little bit too much on that one. Ooh, I got a whole bunch of orange there that I didn't do. Let me get out. Radio, battery powered radio and gas stove. Turn on the gas stove in the morning. Yep. We can survive without power too, because most of our house is natural gas. So we have hot water, we have a fireplace. We would survive. But I would just take it as a hint from the powers that be that it's time to do nothing for a day. Okay, I'm going to get the inside that one. And then we'll get this one. And one more right here. There we go. Now's the time you look at it and you add color where you have holes. So I'm going to go, hello, Lena. Hey, Lena, did you go to the Van Isle meeting today? I did not, because I was supposed to be in 4 different places today. So I had to pick and choose. So I chose the one to stay home. Okay, just making sure I've got color on everything before I do the final step. And I want to make sure that it's not fading out on the tips of my flowers, because you'll see in a minute when I do the final step what I mean about making sure it's dark. Tomorrow I have a scrapbooking class here, starting at 9 a.m. in the morning. So I will be up bright and early tomorrow. Okay? Okay. Oh, you're sick again? Oh, Lena. Okay, final step. Early espresso. Now, if you have one of the new ink pads, it works better. I don't. And you use this edge of the new ink pad. and I don't, so I kind of have to fake it. This one doesn't have as good an edge as that one does, but it still has an edge. But the trick to this is don't push your ink pad, just let it glide over top. So you're going to start, this is why I have this covered. You're going to start at one end. Let's start at the side that doesn't have the gap at the bottom. And you start off of your art piece like this and just pull towards you. And you keep going. And then once you get, apparently I should have inked this because it's not doing what I want it to do. Because there's not enough ink in here, but if I ink it now, I'm going to be in trouble. Just pull it and you see what it does. It's supposed to go down in underneath. Goes down in the holes and does your background. See what, this is just a really old ink pad. And it's not doing what I want it to do, but that's okay. I'm going to do something that I know I shouldn't do because it's probably going to wreck it. I'm going to add some ink. So when you do this, you want to do it in the direction that doesn't open up your ink pad. There, let's try a little bit of that. Valerie managed to make a card today. That's awesome, Val. I made the Elite Stamper gifts for my Creative Escape today. So that was fun. All right, let's see if I can get this to work now. There, that's better. Just pull it towards you. Still not getting the background like I want. And it's covering all of my gorgeous color, but that's all right. It's different from the other ones. I'm going to try something. I'm taking my Secret C. There. See how it's coloring in behind? That's what it's supposed to do. But it won't do that if you don't have lots of ink. And this is one of the new ink pads. And if you just pull it over top like this. Oh, I know why this isn't working. Oh my God. I can't believe I did this. Okay, we're ditching that because it just hit me what I did wrong. Let me get another piece of cardstock. I'll just do one instead of both. You're supposed to do it on the debossed side, not the embossed side, and I did it on the embossed side. That's why it was not doing it properly. Man, I should have woken up before I started this. Because it was doing the right thing. And it was doing it the way it's supposed to. But I had done the wrong coloring on the wrong side. So I just wasted 35 minutes or 25 minutes of your life that you will never get back. Susan tried a napkin card. Oh, cool. Post it in the Share It Saturday, Susan. We'd love to see it. Okay, getting rid of that. Let's start all over again. Oh, look at this. Got ink on my sign. Get rid of that before I end up getting that all over everything. Okay. Embossed side, debossed side. This is the side you're supposed to use. Duh. All right. It's going to be quicker though, because I'm not doing the whole thing. I'm just doing some of it. And with the finger dauber, it goes down into the holes. Like this. Yeah, that was a waste of your life. I'm sorry. But hey, I keep it real. Now you know what not to do. How to embarrass yourself on live Facebook and YouTube TV. Never wasted time. Oh, I don't know. If I were you guys, I'd be a little upset. I was showing you how to do this technique and I didn't know what the heck I was doing. Okay, so now we've got Timid Tiger on everything that should have, oh, almost everything. There's a little bit. There's a little bit right there that needs to be Timid Tiger. Timid Tiger. Timid Tiger. It was a different effect. Oh, it was ugly. The other one can still be salvageable. Oh, probably. Probably, Shannon. Okay, real red. At least you guys know what's coming, right? And if you're watching this without sound, then you're going to have to turn the sound on to find out why I switched gears here. A little bit of red there. A little bit of red here. There we are. Oops. Just a hint right there. And I think I'm going to put oh, Susan says, oh my God, it's not like we all haven't gotten halfway through a card and it's wrong. Oh, yeah. That's no excuse. I'm going back over with the Timid Tiger. I was going to say pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie would work too, but Timid Tiger is a little bit more in depth, deeper of a color. It's going to add a little bit more right out at the edges of some of these petals. Didn't quite get it. There we go. Okay. Next step, Mossy Meadow. It is a great combination, Shannon, and I stole the combination, or I borrowed the combination from Nancy Ferb. These are the colors she used, and I love them so much that I decided that's what I was using. Okay, getting the leaves done here. Well, at least my early espresso is going to have ink on it too for doing this, the last step. A little bit there's a little tiny bit right there. And some ink here. There we go. And by doing the second one, you only have to sit through half of it. But you can see how you can cut it in half and do 2 cards. Pecan pie is what I'm using here. In case you forgot. Oops, it's a little bit too much on that one. Okay, there we go. Now, early espresso. Oh, hi, Connie. Oh, I'm glad you're feeling better. Look at this. I'm all inky. Yay. Okay, now you take it, and because it's the deboss side, it's going to catch on the top pieces. So you just put it like this, and you just drag it. You see there, that's how it's supposed to go. So it catches on the high parts. A little bit right there, a little bit there. So I'm not pushing. I'm just letting it drag over top. And look at that. Is that not stunning? And I like the fact that these have some white pieces in there. But if you don't like the white pieces in there, then you can go back in with your dauber afterwards and add more timid tiger to the edges and just color it in a bit more. But this turned out spectacular. Isn't that amazing what happens when you actually do the technique the proper way? What do you think? Pretty cool, eh? Okay, now look at this. Wonder if I've got any wipes in here. I do. Three-dimensional, it does. Valerie, I do have your address, indeed. Hey, not only do I have wipes, but they're actually still wet. I can't tell you when was the last time I used these. I don't want to get ink all over my card when we start to put the card together. Absolutely messy fun. Okay, let me drag the other one out, the one that I messed up, and you can see the difference. Do this there. That's that. That's that. That's this. So there's the difference between the two techniques. This is done on the deboss side. This is done on the embossed side. Yellow and timid tiger would be so pretty. Okay, so then all you have to do is take it. And I didn't even get out my adhesive because I was so excited to do the technique with you. Put it right onto a card base. Like that. Now it's when you have to figure out what direction you're doing your card on. Let's do it sideways. These ones I did portrait. We'll do this one landscape. And look at that, our card is almost complete. Okay, where did I put my wing Costella? There we are. Now you need a wing Costella that's quite juicy. And I'm just going to go over the centers of the flowers because I don't want to add too much. But you could put it on anything, but just remember when you're doing this I need to scrap paper to clean your wink of Stella in between colors. Otherwise, if you go from one color to another, you'll end up with like green in your yellow or your orange. There we are. Just a little bit of winky. And the inside I stamped in early espresso. The messy one, the messed up one looks funky, said Susan. It does. Like there's nothing wrong with it. It's just not the technique that I was trying to show you how to do. But now you have two techniques to choose from. Oh, thanks, Carissa. Absolutely catch the replay. I may have to get the in color ink pads now of Stampin' Blends and paper. Ah, yes. Well, you can use pumpkin pie. You don't need Timid Tiger. If you've got pumpkin pie, you could use that. You could use Daffodil Delight and pumpkin pie. Okay, now, there it is. I lost my piece for the sentiment. I'm going to stamp the sentiment, and I'm stamping Thinking of You on here using early espresso onto a piece of pecan pie. Oh, vibrant colors in black would be stunning, wouldn't it? And the only thing about this bundle is figuring out which one cuts this out. Is it this one? Oh, I did it. Yay. Yep. Thinking of You. We are a bit of washi tape to hold it in place. Oh, it's actually Post-it notes. You get it. You understand, right? Over your machine. Found an old wooden Stamping Up stamp. Thinking of You is a nice thing to do. Oh, that's cool. 2022. That's not that long ago. Oh, 2002. It's like 2022. We didn't have wooden stamps there. Never mind. Apparently, just threw my re-inker in the garbage. Don't throw the re-inker away. I'll put this up on dimensionals. How many dimensionals can Glenda use on her card tonight? First of all, make sure it's opening the right way. We'll put that right there so that it's not covering up anything important. And getting out the bling. And I think I'm going to use the strawberry slush ones because I have lots of them. For some reason, I'm not using strawberry slush on things. So we're going to use it. Put one there. And we're going to put one over there. And one right there. There we are. We are done. Now, I still have time. Do you want me to, oh, I didn't put the inside in. Well, I'm putting the inside in. Do you want me to do another one? And we'll do it in a different color. And we'll use Secret C for the background. What colors? Let's get away from the oranges and the reds and go with, oh, landscape. Well, Lena, where were you like 3 minutes ago when I was putting my card together wrong? And Lena is standing there laughing at me because I said I was going to put my card this way and then I didn't do it. So let's see if I can get this up without destroying my card. because I did want it to be portrait or landscape, not portrait. Let's put that up there like that. And now I have to restamp the inside because I stamped it wrong. Purples. Purples. Oh, that would be fun. What could we use? Purple and what? I don't want to use purple and purple. It's got to be purple and some kind of a not fast enough typing. It's because you're not feeling well, Lena. Okay, so if we used gorgeous grape for one of the colors for the instead of the red, what would we use instead of timid tiger? Gorgeous grape and yellow, blackberry bliss and melon mambo. Ooh. Okay. All right, we did that. We'll put that off to the side, and I'm going to move all of these. Still going to need that, and I'm still going to need that. And now I don't know what. Oh, look at this. What a mess. I picked them all up. Now I don't know which color is that. What is that color? Oh, look at I picked them the right way. Now these I'm going to put way over here. And get out my wipe again. Blackberry Bliss and Melon Mambo. Well, let's try those. Okay. I need some more daubers. Do you guys have one of these? A basket that has a bunch of random stuff in it? There's that. Oh, look. I found a paintbrush in here. Huh. Got lots of daubers and a whole bunch of Wink of Stellas because I don't ever want to run out of Wink of Stella again. And these are sunglasses that I got when I went to Las Vegas 2 years ago for the Stamping Up Leader Convention. We got given these sunglasses and they're so not me. Hello, Eva. Here, I'll put them on. You guys can have a laugh. Look at this. They are so not me. Yeah, they're Stamping Up sunglasses. One day I'll wear them. Okay. Put the glasses back on so I can actually see. Blackberry Bliss and Melon Mambo. Aw, thank you. You mean drawers, don't you? Oh, yeah. I was trying to think what you were talking about, Connie. Yes. I don't have drawers in my craft room. The stamp set is called Wonderful Thoughts, Mary. And there's dies that go with it. I don't have drawers. I have IKEA. And I have the closet organizers as my drawers. So my drawers are 24 by 36. So technically I do have drawers, but I really don't have drawers because they're all open. I've shared my craft room before. I'm not sharing it now because it's really super messy and I really need to do some reorganizing, but you know. Oh, just dropped on the floor, of course. Okay, another one. They're really funky sunglasses, aren't they, Kim? Oh, Valerie likes them. Okay. Deboss side, get that right the first time around. Melon Mambo. And we're going to see how this turns out. Melon Mambo and Blackberry Bliss. Now, Blackberry Bliss is my favorite color. My favorite Stampin' Up color is Blackberry Bliss. And I did this in a different spot on the embossing folder, so it's going to look a little bit different than the other one. So I went on my walk this morning and once again saw 2 brand new piles of bear poo. Those bears. I'm just glad I don't run across them, because there's a video on Facebook of the bears walking exactly on the exact trail that I walk on. But it was an evening movie, and I don't walk in the evenings. At this time of the year anyways. Okay, we're doing Melon Mambo. If we were going to do purple, what would we put with Gorgeous Grape? I think yellow would probably look really cool. A little bit down here. And a little bit right there. There we are. Melon Mambo. Now we're doing Blackberry Bliss. Oh yeah. These are going to look more like echinacea daisies. So today was the big toy run here in town. They have at noon, they do their run of the motorcycles into town. And then they have a big dance and fundraiser tonight that I'm not going to. But those of you that live here in town, did you hear how many bikes were in it this year? I never did find out how many there was. One year they had almost 2,000 bikes. But I would love to know if there's been a guess approximately how many bikes. Now, some of the bikes do the whole run, and it takes about a half an hour to get into town. And some bikes join them when they get into town. Okay, so there we go. Melon Mambo and Blackberry Bliss. Now we'll add the Mossy Meadow. And it looks gorgeous, but then you add a little bit of Mossy Meadow on here and it just finishes it off. So done. Oh, that should be this. I missed a bit. Okay. Susan, do you happen to know how many bikes there was in the toy run today? Finish it off with a little bit of pecan pie. In the centers. There we are. Now I'm going to use Secret C as the background color. Ready? Here we go. Ooh. Oh my. This is stunning. And look at that. How gorgeous is that? Now, I don't have a base to make a card out because I think I would put this on probably a Melon Mambo card base. Oh, so there we go. There's the two. This good choice and colors. That was Shannon that chose those colors. Oh, yeah, I probably over 1,000, but I'm going to have to look it up. They kept coming. Yeah, I could hear them from here, but I didn't go and look at them. Yes. Alice, I do have your address. So there you go. It is so pretty in those colors. And I would love to do a purple one. And remember that the colors go lighter when they dry. So these are the same colors, but you can see how they lighten up a bit when they dry. They're not quite as dark. This is the dry one. What color base do you think I would put this on? I've got a brown base, but I wouldn't put it on a brown. I would put it this way. No, you don't want it on brown. Let's see. So there it is on white. And I've got a Melon Mambo base, but it's cut funky. Or Melon Mambo. Or Blackberry Bliss. Definitely not white. Or maybe a layer of Melon Mambo onto, oh yes, there you go. A layer of Melon Mambo onto a Blackberry Bliss card base. Let's just do it. Purple and bubble baths. Oh, Lena, that would be pretty, wouldn't it? I'm just cutting my base. And I'm going to cut a layer on this color. Four by 5 1/4. And I'm just going to trim this down just a tad. So I cut that down to 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. Oh, I bet you they sell really good, Shannon. Carissa, didn't you say azure before? That's an interesting combination, grape and azure. Gorgeous grape. and Azure Afternoon. So what color would you make the petals and what color would you make the accent? Would you make the petals Azure Afternoon or would you make them Gorgeous Grape? Okay, we're going to layer this on here like this. Oh, you know, I didn't put Winky on there. That's why it doesn't look right. Needs Winky on it. There's so many color combinations you could do. Make sure it's opening the way I want it to open. Oh, this is gorgeous colors. All right, where's my Winky? Just go one over top. Like that. And then here's my clean that off. I'm just going to do a little bit on the green. Just add a little bit of twinkles. There we are. Azure on the petals and grape closer to the middle. That would be stunning. So there we go. And, oh no, that's the wrong direction too. I'll have to finish this off. So there's the original 2. There's the one we did tonight. Here's the other one we did tonight. And here's the messed up one. I don't like this. It's staying in the garbage. This one is gorgeous. Oh, I don't know. I just think this technique is so beautiful and so easy. Hi, Sonia. Welcome. So if you guys have been enjoying my video, please hit those emojis if you're on Facebook and thumbs up if you're on YouTube. And let everybody know that you think they need to watch this video, even though I did screw it up at the beginning. We fixed it. This is stunning. I love this, and I would love to try Grape and Azure. We got time to do Grape and Azure. I have another piece of cardstock here. We can just do Grape and Azure. I'm doing it in different areas of the embossing folder too, because I don't want them all to be the same. That's what I like about this embossing folder. It's big enough that you can move your pieces around. Azure Afternoon and Gorgeous Grape coming up. Turn it over and use the correct side. I'm going to throw that away in the garbage. Get a new piece out. Move these. Oops. Drop my dauber. Get 2 more daubers out of my basket of tricks here. Azure Afternoon and Gorgeous Grape. Now, what did she say? Azure first and then Grape. Oh, Carissa, it's 12:30. Oh my God, girl. Thanks for hanging in with us. Okay. This is Azure Afternoon. Put it on first. Just remember to really load up your dauber before you start. Don't just tap it. You've got to get it really inky. I can feel myself going too fast, but I don't want to keep you guys here all night. Oops, that's green. Oh well. Oops. That and that. Turn this. Do this one. A little bit of blue right there. A little bit of blue right there. Okay, so that's Azure Afternoon. Hi, Kathy. Kathy Jean is here. Kim, I think everybody should have this embossing folder because it is stunning. Even if you just use it for embossing and don't do any of these techniques with it. So now I'm putting Gorgeous Grape on. And Azure Afternoon is not a color I typically use because it's not my favorite color. A little bit there, a little bit there. And another one I don't use a lot is Blueberry Bushel. I don't think I've used that more than maybe twice since it came out. And remember, it's not going to look finished until you get the last colors on there. What are you thinking of this? Sleep is overrated? Yeah, I think so too. I want to play with color combinations too. That's why I'm continuing to do this. I'm making you guys suffer through it. Oh my gosh. Okay, get the Mossy Meadow in here. Should have used Old Olive, I think. Do it a little bit different, but that's okay. Okay. You don't think anybody is suffering? I don't know. There's ones where it's 12:30 at night. They're probably cursing me because you don't want to give up and miss something, right? There we are. Now I missed a whole whack right there. Let's go back in with our blueberry. Add some blueberry in there. And just a tad. Blackberry Bliss. Nope, Gorgeous Grape. Blackberry Bliss was the last one. Okay. Shall we use Secret C again? Because that worked really well. Because it's a good inky, juicy ink pad. Here we go. Start off and just pull it towards you in a slow, steady pace. Oh my goodness. And don't, whatever you do, don't start in the middle and pull it towards you. You will get a line. Ask me how I know that. Look at that. Oh my goodness. other than the fact that I'm really inky. Where'd my white go? There it is. That is gorgeous. I'm enjoying all the inspiration too, and I would love to see what you guys can come up with for Share It Saturday. Just remember, have a white and have a lot of scrap paper, because you will get inky, and you look at it, went right through. Okay, original ones. Tonight's original color, Melon Mambo and Blackberry Bliss. And this one has to go this way. Azure Afternoon and Gorgeous Grape. Stunning. I love all the combinations. Thank you. Thank you for giving me inspiration to carry on and keep getting inky. Now, your challenge, should you decide to accept it, is to create something. You can use other embossing folders. You don't have, if you don't have the sunflower one, then try something else. You really need to get the sunflower one. So if you live in Canada and you don't already have a demonstrator, let me know. I will order it for you. I'm happy to order it for you. Create a card with this technique and post it in Share It Saturday. We would love to see what you come up with. Oh, did you, Kim? Did you share them in Share It Saturday? I think I remember seeing those. It's gorgeous. I like it. Connie wants the blue one. Yes, it is gorgeous. Who knew? Who knew? Thanks so much, everybody. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening and have a good sleep. And I will be back Monday afternoon at 4:00 p.m. Pacific time with something. I don't know what it is. I think it's Painterly Pears next week. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your weekend, and I will see you soon in my craft room. Stampin' Smiles. Bye for now.